You are a unicorn, but it is not just fantasies and fairy tales. Grab your notebooks and your pens, and let's get into this Monoceros Constellation, the Unicorn Gateway, and Monoceros Starseeds. Today we are exploring the Monoceros Constellation, also known as the Unicorn Constellation, and the consciousness that many people experience through this galactic alignment. As with all of my teachings, be sure to check in with your discernment first. Everything is not for everyone, so however this lands, check in with your spirit team, your council, and then go to your natal chart to see where this is unpacking for you. So the sun is currently moving through the conjunction with the Monoceros constellation. This is creating a energetic gateway that remains active until approximately July 28th. So you do have about 30 days to work with this energy. Whenever the sun aligns with a constellation, we experience an amplification of that constellation's frequencies through our own solar consciousness. The sun acts as a transmitter, carrying these frequencies into your personal and our collective fields, allowing us to tap into seeing how to consciously work with those energies. During this period of time, those who resonate with the Monoceros constellation may experience greater intuition, heightened creativity, deeper spiritual remembrance, and a stronger desire to live in complete authenticity. Think how unique a unicorn is, how beautiful a unicorn is, how mystical a unicorn is. All of that is coming forward for the collective consciousness. The name Monoceros is Latin for the unicorn. Astronomically, it is the constellation located along the celestial equator between Orion, Canis Major, and Canis Minor. Although the stars are relatively faint to the physical eye, Monoceros contains extraordinary origins for stellar birth, nebulae, and young star clusters. There are some beautiful clusters in the Monoceros constellation. Spiritually, I find this symbolism incredibly meaningful because it reflects a constellation that is associated with creation, creativity, emergence, and new beginnings. Even within the night sky, Monoceros reminds me that some of your greatest transformations happen in the dark before they are truly seen in the light, okay? When many people hear the word unicorn, they immediately think of fantasy or mythology. Yet, throughout history, nearly every civilization describes a horned being that represents purity, wisdom, healing, sovereignty, and divine protection. Just think about like Harry Potter, and if you've ever seen the Harry Potter series, what happened when the energy was drinking from the unicorn, right? So whether viewed as mythology, multidimensional consciousness, or spiritual archetypes, the unicorn has constantly been represented as a purity being, someone or something that carries divine intelligence and heart coherence. If you are working with the unicorn archetype, know that that is something that may come up for you, or you may experience some challenges in that area, all right? Within the sovereign luminosity teachings, I view the Monoceros constellation and the alignment not simply as stars. I view all of this as alien consciousness, right? But the frequencies are very unique because they are multidimensional frequencies, okay? The unicorn represents sovereignty. Sovereignty is not isolation, superiority, or independence from others. True sovereignty is the ability to remain completely aligned with your divine blueprint, okay? True sovereignty is the ability to remain completely in alignment with your blueprint, your divine blueprint, regardless of what is happening around you. Knowing how to stay in your sacred energy no matter what is moving around you, right? Think about stars. Think about the the planets and how their moons and other energies move around them. They are sovereign and things are moving around them, right? So view yourself as such as you are maneuvering around the world. It is a living form for you to tap into and to receive sacred keys from now until July 28th. There are a lot of other things going on as well, but for this Monoceros Constellation alignment specifically, these are the energies that are coming forth. One of the strongest teachings carried through Monoceros is authenticity. Every soul incarnates with a unique energetic signature. Your blueprint is never going to be the same again. You come back again, your blueprint will not be the same. Your soul, right? Your soul will be, but your blueprint and what your spirit here is here, what your physical throne is here to experience is going to be different. You will never be this version, this person, this blueprint ever again outside of right now. And Monoceros reminds us of how unique we are. It reminds us that our greatest contribution to humanity is not being like anyone else. It is about being fully who you are here to be, okay? Many Monoceros aligned souls spend many years trying to fit into systems that were never designed for them, only to eventually discover that their uniqueness is their greatest medicine. And honestly, that is a lot of us in the spiritual community. We realize that the systems, whether it's familiar systems or religious systems or corporate systems, we spend a lot of time trying to fit into those and lessening ourselves and trying to squeeze ourselves in and people pleasing and things like that to just fit in, just to find out I ain't supposed to be doing that anyway. Right? That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. The uniqueness of the unicorn's single horn carries profound symbolic meaning as well. Rather than seeing it only as a physical feature, we can understand it as spiritual technology. Think of it as an antenna. It represents focused consciousness, unified intention, and higher perception. The horn symbolizes the awakening of intuitive vision, telepathic awareness, multidimensional perception, and direct knowing. Okay, that is definitely a gift, having the gift of direct knowing. Instead of consciousness being scattered in many directions, the unicorn teaches us to hone in our awareness into a coherent stream so that we can receive it directly and then give it out clearly, right? It is a way of tapping into your highest truth. This also connects beautifully with your third eye as well. Think about where that horn is, right? As our consciousness expands, we begin receiving information that does not originate from the logical mind. We experience intuitive knowing, symbolic dreams, synchronicities, inner vision, and multidimensional communication. The unicorn reminds us that true perception comes not only from seeing with our physical eyes, but from perceiving from our consciousness as well. Monoceros frequencies also beautifully integrate with our higher light bodies. As we are moving into 6D energies, we begin recognizing that the soul exists beyond a single incarnation. We start remembering ourselves as eternal, healing karmic patterns, and understanding the deeper purpose behind our experiences. Monoceros supports this process by encouraging us to live from an authentic blueprint rather than repeating inherited patterns. As our awareness expands into 7D and 8D blueprint fields, we reconnect to our original architecture as the soul, and this is something that the Monoceros energy assists us with. Here we begin remembering why we came here, what frequencies we naturally carry, and how unique gifts are contributing to who we are this lifetime. Each individual's frequencies contributes to the harmony and the universal oneness that we are all here to create together. The unicorn frequency teaches that unity does not require conformity. True unity celebrates uniqueness of every soul while recognizing our shared origins. Many people ask what it means to be a Monoceros starseed when we are talking about this unicorn alignment. While every soul's journey is unique, there are certain unifiers or indications that can help you tune into the frequency to see if you carry some of these energies, or to see if the Monoceros consciousness is working with you, okay? They often possess vivid imaginations, deep creativity, powerful intuition, and an ability to perceive beauty behind what others can see. They naturally inspire hope and often reminds others that life can be approached through a sense of wonderment and not fear. Monoceros aligned individuals frequently have a profound connection with nature, animals, forests, flowers, and open spaces. They often feel emotionally renewed after spending time outdoors because nature helps them return to their original frequency. Many artists, musicians, writers, visionaries, educators, healers, innovators, and creators who bring beauty and inspiration into the world also carry these types of frequencies as well. Another common characteristic is joy. If you think about how unicorns just light up children, right? It's a frequency of joy and charisma and excitement. Joy is often misunderstood as simply happiness, but inside the Monoceros consciousness, joy is a frequency of coherence. It is what naturally emerges when the soul is aligned with its divine blueprint. You just radiate joy, right? You can also receive vocal tonings while connecting in with this consciousness as well. My voice is going through a lot of inflections, and as they are sitting in your field helping you tone to the frequency of joy they're saying, it also brightens up what needs to happen in your upper chakras so that you can actually bring that through, so that you can express, okay, express joy as well, they're saying. It naturally just emerges from you. And so if there are any blockages in your upper chakras that keep you from speaking your joy or emanating your joy or allowing it to resonate in the body, they're saying, they do come through to help assist us with that as well. Thank you. This is why creativity, laughter, movement, dance, music, and play become spiritual practices rather than distractions. Joy recalibrates the nervous system and restores harmony in the emotional body. Earlier this afternoon, I literally felt like doing cartwheels in the living room. And so I did, right? It was just pure random joy. Monoceros also teaches discernment. Authenticity requires courage because not every path, opportunity, or relationship is aligned with your soul, and that is so very important. When you are operating from a space of being pure, being a space or a place or a connection for people to come in because you carry joy frequencies and high vibrational consciousness, you have to understand that you attract everything, and everything is not supposed to be attached to you. So your discernment is very, very important as a multi-dimensional, high frequency activated being, okay? They're very serious about that right now. This is where your sovereignty comes in, okay? You sometimes have to separate yourself from others if others are not resonating in that same frequency, and that is okay. Just do the work to make the separations, all right? During the sun's conjunction with Monoceros, this becomes a beautiful time for intentional spiritual practices. Spending time in nature, meditating with sunlight, practice creative expressions, journaling, sound healing, movement, visualization, and conscious connection with your higher self, so that you can deepen the relationship with this frequency. This alignment invites us to reconnect with our innocence, imagination, creativity, and deep inner knowing as to our existence here, right? There's a lot that happens. Now I want to bring in a message. There's a lot that happens on a soul's journey on earth that dampens why you came, and you forget, right? Especially thinking about the things that transpire from a child to who you are now, we forget why we came. And this is an energy that helps with healing, right? Your innocence, so that you feel seen, protected, right? Provided for, sturdy, rooted, and also knowing that you have the right to your joy. You have a right to your shine, right? I'm looking at the multicolors here of this heart, right? Like the unicorn energy. You have a right to be who you are. You have a right to heal, and you have a right to move forward, okay? And their frequency can help you expand yourself into accepting that level of healing, okay? It can be very triggering. It can be emotional, right? But allow the things that the child you would enjoy, like cartwheels, like coloring, like bubble baths and things like that, to help soften your energy so that you can feel supported and seen, okay? One of the greatest gifts Monoceros offers is a reminder that becoming spiritual is not about becoming someone else. It's about uncovering exactly who you are. All right? So this has been the teaching for Monoceros. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments. And until next time, I love y'all. Peace.